Hey guys, Clover and I did a walk this morning. So Clover's on her third day of recovering from her spay. It's been kind of a bear in this house because we had a couple Loki days following Clover's spay. So the weather's been kind of rainy and thunderstorms, which is beautiful. But this morning, Clover was still. Last night, she was honestly really feeling that we hadn't gone on any adventures. We haven't gone on any walks in 3 days. So this morning we did some work with leash skills because I'm still learning. And as I learn more resources to teach myself, so I can teach you guys. So today we were working on leash mechanics and how I handle a leash and how Clover can handle a leash. So and what does that mean? That means we want to have the tools that are important for comfort and mobility. So a front or black clip harness. I personally love the Freedom No Pull harnesses. I think there's a lot of range of motion in it. Everybody has their own opinion, but I like the no pull ones. However, today we clicked on the back instead of the front, and I did see a difference. Clover actually had less frustrations, and she was actually able to pay attention because sometimes I think that the clasp, and this is why it's not a perfect world, sometimes the clasp will slide over to her shoulder. She's just an awkward fitting puppy, and it will hinder movement of her actual shoulder joint. So a harness is ideal. And not a collar because, I mean, we don't even walk our human children around in a necklace with a leash. We have backpacks, which is essentially a harness for people. Harness. 6 foot leash, fixed length leash. It's comfortable, it's nylon, and not a flexi lead. Those things have a purpose. It's not in leash skills. It's not walking down your street. It's not in the stores. It's not at your vet clinic. Flexi leads have a use. Not a lot. Don't use your flexi leads. They break. You can get injured. Dogs can get in dog fights. Treats. Have your treats. Have something with a pocket in it to hold your treats, whether it's a fanny pack or a treat pouch or a coat with big pockets or pants with big pockets. Have something to hold your treats in because your hand's going to go in the treat pouch and it's going to come out with a treat. Don't live in your treat pouches. You can live next to them, but not in them. So you're mostly going to be using your body, again, not your voice. We're teaching the puppies how to stay within the boundaries of the leash. And what does that mean? If they go to the end of the leash, you kind of stand there and wait. Invite them into your party. Put the treats in the ground. Let them know you're here. You want to engage with them. You want them to kind of focus on you. Be aware that you're there, essentially. And when they see the treats in the ground, come in and get them and snorkel them up. Then you put 3 more treats down, just so they can see you putting the treats down and go, hey, I'm here, I want to engage with you. And then when they're doing that, they'll focus on you, and then you feed to the mouth. Once they are focused on you, you can ask for a skill, but we really want to make sure that they can learn how to stay within the boundaries. If they feel tension on a leash, they go, oh, hey, somebody's back there, I gotta pay attention. We're walking and we're not pulling and hauling them around the neighborhood. So that's what Clover and I were doing this morning. So where do we start with that? This morning we started in the driveway and in front of the house. We walked up and down the sidewalk in front of the house. Did a few practices. She did good, but she was really antsy. So we didn't wait for the right moment. We just kind of went for our walk and we practiced on our walk. In a perfect world, you do this for a few minutes and teach them the mechanics. Give them a break, have fun, and then go back at it. Pardon me. I lost sleep worrying about my puppy recovering from spay. So practice in easy settings where it's a sure thing that they're going to be able to learn the information and pay attention and key in. If the squirrels are outside, your neighbors are outside, there's cats in the neighborhood that breed like bunnies and won't go take care of the rodents in your neighborhood. If it's dark, Clover's afraid of the dark, so we kind of did this in the dark, just to kind of help her give a little edge, plus streetlights. So there's distractions. You want to find opportunities where there's no distractions and practice where you can ensure success of your puppy learning the information, because don't forget, you're learning a new skill too, so you can't have all the distractions. Because you got to figure out how to not have your puppies trip up on your leash. You got to figure out how to continue to give your puppies loose leash, because remember, you want them to have all the slack. Hold the loopies, wrap it around your wrist, and then leave it there. Don't coil it up, don't wrap it up and shorten it. Hold the loopies and give your puppies the slack. That's important for them to be able to learn information, because if you're constantly putting tension on a leash, how are they going to learn the boundaries of the leash? So give them the slack. Don't control so much. Give them a chance to learn, because you got to give a little to get a little. And give them a chance to learn. If they go to the edge of the leash, stand there and wait. It's okay. Let them do your puppy things. They're going to look in the environment. There's a lot going on. They see more detail, and they're curious. So give them a chance. And remind them. So get into your focus game. Remind them that you're there and you're trying to teach them something. Sometimes we need reminders when we're in the classroom. Sometimes they need help when they're in the classroom. When you're ready, go for a walk and apply these things. You're going to have, when you're starting applying distractions, you're going to have to retouch up on some of the things that are foundational. So reminding where the leash boundaries are, standing and waiting for them, having them join up with you in the focus game. So it takes a bit to learn something new, not to mention Clover is going into adolescence, so she's going to be going into a very difficult phase in her life, and I'm going to try and make it as comfortable and as smooth sailing as possible. So sometimes they need extra help on stuff they already knew. They're not being defiant. They're just they're going through a tough phase in their life, and they need some help. So kick up those trainings if you haven't trained in a bit. Keep it going. Remind them. Give them love. Don't get so angry at them that you're screaming and hooting and hollering at the top of your lungs. That was me, because there's Jethro. Yep. Jethro. And she's very curious. And I was so frustrated yesterday. Clover, I kicked her out of the room. I ignored her. And now she's sleeping on the floor. Magic. All right, I digress. I'm running out of time. So, leash mechanics. Focus on the simple stuff first in a simple setting. Good luck. This is a post-spay recovery journey, so we'll see how Clover goes. But again, I had to give her meds to help calm her because I'm going to work. They didn't kick in yet. It takes about a half an hour, and she ate. So this is we'll test this. This is hopefully me actually doing what I suggest, is to ignore them and give them a chance to learn to be themselves. Any questions? Shoot me an email. And I'll see what I can do to answer you. Or if you run into me, answer me your questions. That's totally okay. One day we may have a Facebook. We'll see how it goes. She's snarfling on the floor. So I'm going to go. But you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. We'll see how day 4 goes, or even night of day 3. We'll see how it goes, because I'm going to work. So have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye.